Okay, so my name is Mona. I'm in grade 12 and I go to Laurel Heights Secondary School. Well, I applied and then I got in, and it was honestly great. We had I think 4 sessions where we prepped, and we did a few social team building activities first, because on it you have to know the judges, get to know each other, and after that we took a while putting ourselves in the position of judges, thinking about what we would like to see in a pitch, what we think is important to be in a pitch, but also in the place of the presenters, understanding some stressful situations that you can be put in, maybe presenting for the first time, understanding both sides, just so that we could be very fair and understanding of the participants. Yeah, and I think that prepped us really well for the event. Yeah, so I think the first big thing people think of in presentations is really good presentation skills, but we didn't want to be too harsh with that. I think there's a difference between confidence in your idea and then being good at presenting. So we wanted to see passion, we want to see confidence in the idea, but not necessarily you have to be spitting bars, being perfect, it all depends. So we were really looking for strength in the idea, and confidence that it could work, but not necessarily not having anxiety. Those things all depend on the person. Also, we were looking for maybe good financial breakdown. We wanted to be realistic. It's not something crazy, and we wanted to see that it was something that would have an impact. They're speaking from a place of genuine, they know what they're talking about. They have a vision. That was kind of what we were looking for. Yeah, so it was definitely very stressful at first, because I'm I can't believe I'm in this position. Even I was telling some of my friends, and they're like, are you playing with fake money or are you actually assigning real money, But I actually really appreciated the opportunity, and I felt very appreciated, and I felt it was really nice that they gave us this chance, that they trusted us, because I know I can make good decisions, but it's not every day that you get a chance like this. So it was definitely stressful, but after a while, when I got accustomed, I was I feel I have really good opinions on things, especially as a youth, and I can tell what we really need. Do you know what I mean? Where maybe from an adult perspective they wouldn't be able to see the same situation. So it was stressful at first, but after a while I feel I really I became comfortable with it, and I think I had some really good opinions and ideas, so it was really fun. Yeah. The idea of the book club that kind of addressed social injustice and was going to be talking about cultures maybe that weren't getting as much recognition, stories of Black resilience maybe, but other cultures as well, other people who were maybe discriminated against, and now we're learning about them as a community. I really loved that. Also, I liked it. Maybe it wasn't full agreement, but I feel the summer camp from the YMCA, even though it's a bit it already runs and things like that, but as an immigrant myself, and when I first came, I saw my parents as well struggling to get us into camps, because it's really expensive when you're first here. So I think I know from a personal experience how important these things are. If you're a kid and you're seeing all your friends going to camps but you can't afford it, I think that really shows the importance of events organizations like this that make it easier for children to experience these things and feel they're not alone, you know what I mean? So those two really stood out to me. Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest strengths of this project, because we see things like Dragon's Den, the real Dragon's Den and Shark Tank and other competitions. Even I could go as far as comparing this to maybe DECA or FBLA and other things like that, where it's really stressful as a youth to be judged by people that are a lot older, where I can be talking about struggles that they don't necessarily understand. And I don't mean they're old. I mean there's certain things that you only recognize how much that resonates or how important that is when you're at the same age. So I think for the youth pitching, it really helped them. I know a lot of people came up to me and they're they felt a lot calmer being judged by youth, because it's we understand them and we're not as intimidating. Do you know what I mean? But also I feel I don't know, I don't want to get too personal with me specifically, but I know a few of the Muslim girls, they felt really happy to see me specifically. I don't mean to gloat, but it's just because seeing a representative, someone who understands them. Do you know what I mean? So I know a lot of them were giving me smiles. It's comforting. So I feel that was really important. And for me myself, I'm able to have an impact on the community. I've always wanted to be able to make a change, and now I feel I'm actually able to do that. I'm assisting youth in putting their ideas into action. But Waterloo has people with so many backgrounds, like genuinely, like at my school, in the community, I'm always seeing people of so many different, backgrounds, and I think that people who come here, maybe just due to the universities, like I know myself, we came from my mom, she was studying, things like that, they're very like driven. Like I feel like a lot of the youth around me, the people who I see on a daily basis in Waterloo, very, very driven, very, very passionate, but getting access to money to actually put these ideas into action, or not even just money, like being able to make a change, being able to actually participate in things is really hard as a youth. Like for example, getting a job, maybe like starting a business, doing things like this, it's not easy at all in Waterloo, but in anywhere else too, but especially in Waterloo. There's just not as many opportunities for us, right? So I think it's really important to have this project because it gives them a chance to actually pitch their ideas to a judging panel who's willing to listen. So I think it's important in general, but in Waterloo especially, because there's a lot of driven youth and not a lot of opportunities. So I think this project is very important, and a lot of my other friends, I've also talked to them about it, and they really, really are like inspired by it and looking forward to participate in it if it's recurring. Yeah. I feel like it was honestly like a once in a lifetime experience for me. Like I never thought I'd be, like I've participated in competitions, but being able to give my opinion like directly, and again, like I keep saying this a lot, but make a change, like it's really important to me. So I really, really enjoyed this experience, and yeah, I'm really grateful for this opportunity.